I just realized I'm gonna let you down. You know what?
I'm muted.
Assuming my wife doesn't die.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw it in here. My father's looking down at me right now, it's flipping me off, so it's all good.
Better than looking up at you.
Yeah. Hey, it's your friend Mike O'Neill, the new Mind 97.5, Mike and Mike's off-air podcast, number 90-something.
We're in our 90s. When do we retire?
I don't know, but...
Are we going to have like a huge celebration for the 100th
when
episode?
When we get in our 100s, do we have to do this accent?
Yes.
Or what's the deal?
The entire podcast. We'll pretend
right.
we have our dentures are slipping out.
That'd be cool.
So we are online, obviously. We appreciate you watching. Those are always fun because we never know what Hector's going to use or not use. He comes in here, he sets up the cameras, and he says, okay, you're recording. But that's just the video. And then we hit record on the audio, and that's what you hear. But what you see, we never have any idea because he adds in graphics and sound effects. And
he marries them, and we let him do it.
He does like little fake zoom-ins and zoom-outs, and as long as it's actually us and he doesn't AI us with something else, we're fine.
Yeah, with a jellyfish or something. I'd prefer that anyway.
So a couple things online I wanted to hit on.
Yo.
One, we've got a poll question that's up right now at my975fm.com. I'm not going to ask you, but the question is, have you completely and thoroughly read through your employee manual or handbook? Now, without giving our actual answers, I will say that Michael O'Neill and I both, we have to go online once a year and attest to the fact that we have. So for me, and I won't ask, for the record, yes, I have. Don't ask me off the record. And I'll just leave it at that.
And I can actually tell you that I have because there are certain sections that I check for updates all the time. Like, do we still have the same amount of time off? Is 4th of July still not a real holiday? Little things like that. There's like places I zoom too quickly when we get a new handbook. I want to find out that I don't have new special, what's the word I want? New
protocols. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, protocols that affect your time off.
Yeah.
Or you. So there are some sections of it I check very closely.
Notice he did say some sections, but I'm not going to ask, nor will I tell if I've ever read it cover to cover. I sleep well at night. So.
It's not the Bible, Mike, for goodness sake. Okay, anyway.
So that is up there. And as mentioned on the air a couple of times, your boss will never know how you voted on that poll question. We don't track that information. It's a simple yes, I have, or no, I haven't.
Unless you owe Mike money, but that's the only...
I'll hold that over your head.
Okay.
And then there's our video of the week, which you missed out on something.
I know.
I've never seen in a concert before. At one point, and I forget his name, the drummer for Toad the Wet Sprocket, their original drummer retired a while back. He had back issues, and so for physical reasons, he needed to retire. They have a studio drummer that now goes on the road with them, so has been on a couple albums and now is their touring drummer. Dean Dinning, who I had a chance to talk with, he and that drummer on the same drum kit did a drum duo, which I've never seen that previously. Have you ever seen one of those?
Not like that. No, that was pretty cool. I mean, I've seen some great percussion stuff.
Okay.
Now, that's as opposed to a drum kit. You know what I mean by percussion.
Yes.
Bongos
and the whole deal.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of the jazz band Weather Report. And
okay.
I'm friends with the son of the guy that African-American drummer, Don, now his name just went right. I know his first name is Don, but it'll come to me. Anyway, he's the percussionist.
Okay.
And man, this guy was nuts. He could have hit those drums that many times as much as those two guys did. But that was pretty exciting to see them both share the kit and not hit the same things at the same time. That's, I think, what you're getting at.
Yeah, they broke it in half pretty well. And again, do check out the video and the audio as well. I've seen the same thing when I saw Chicago kick off one of the legs of their tour at the Bakersfield Fox years ago. Their drummer did like a drum off with their percussionist who they had on the road with them at the time. So the drummer was on the drum kit and in full array and everything, and then the percussionist had the bongos and everything else. So it was them just going back and forth. So that I've seen, but
that's
something
exciting.
like that I've never seen before.
And I have seen, not a drum kit, but I have seen somebody playing the neck of the guitar and somebody playing the bottom.
Oh, really?
I'm like, how are you guys doing that? I have trouble doing that with both my hands. How are you guys doing it separately? That's pretty amazing.
So do check out the video as I hit the microphone. What did you think of the show in general?
It's a great show, actually. And first of all, let's back the truck up. The venue is spectacular. You've only been telling me this for about a year now. I finally got my butt out there. Colleen came with. It was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. Simple things like, at first I was like, oh, geez, 24-ounce beers. And I thought, all we need is one. And it's $15, which is more than you want to pay at the grocery store. But that's not bad for a venue.
That's cheap for a venue.
I was really actually happy with that. Everything was easy to get to. It's a clean venue. It's nice. Everybody there was really, really nice. It sounded phenomenal. There were some minor mix issues with the first band, but that has nothing to do with the venue. That has nothing to do with how nice it is to be there. The sun was a little bothersome for about 20 minutes, but gone. And then, I mean, it was really, really great. I'm not a Toad the Wet Sprocket fan, or at least I wasn't before I came to the show. I think I am now.
Good for you.
I really enjoyed their music. It was a very interesting, organic sort of alt, not country, not rock, not a little bit of everything. But you could tell that they were exceptionally talented and very tight together, and I really enjoyed it. It was a good band.
I'm convinced that's one of the reasons they never really took off, because their album came out the same year as Nirvana's Nevermind. I think that was the one that launched them, and that's what turned alternative in the moment to that type of alternative.
Yeah.
I would put them in the category of alternative rock.
Low-key alternative.
Yeah, but
that's what I call them.
They really don't fit a niche. I was debating whether I was going to tell this story to Dean Dinning when I talked with him. I may have mentioned this to you as well. When I was living in San Francisco, I listened to Live 105 quite a bit. It was my favorite station up there. And I had a chance to go to a symposium with the music director. And he was asked about Toad the Wet Sprocket in particular. And the term he used was, oh, you mean Toad the Wet Air Supply?
And I'm glad because of that. It is funny. That is funny. But I'm going to guess that Dean would have at least quietly taken it as an affront, because we're a real alt-rock band.
Nah.
No, we are, dude. And yes, they are, and that doesn't need to be sold or restated, but he might have taken it the wrong way. I laughed my butt off when you said it because it was really funny.
If I had known him well enough, I would have, but it's the first time we ever had a chance to talk.
That's just like when me and a friend saw the three-piece country vocal guys. They're amazing.
Trick Pony?
No. My Wish for You. You know who I mean? Gary LaVox.
Oh, Rascal Flatts.
Rascal Flatts. I remember. Okay, what was the point of this, Mike? The point. The first time that we saw them, my friend and I, we had never seen them live, and we had a not nice nickname for them. We used to call them He Daisy, which isn't very nice because we thought they were just a vocal band. But when they got up there in the final part of the show and did every second of Boston's long time, what's the first part called? Foreplay into long time.
Okay.
They did all 8 minutes of it. I'm like, okay, we suck. They're amazing. And I feel like I have to go up to them and personally make an amends now. They were that good.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah, I forget Gary LaVox, their lead singer, and Joe Don Rooney, their guitarist, and I'm blanking on their drummer's name, but he produced one of Chicago's albums a while back. Yeah. Chicago 30, I think it was. He produced that album.
Well, they're good enough musicians, I'll tell you that. They blew our mind. All of a sudden, we realized we were standing. How did we get here? God dang, these guys are good. And they really were. And I know you felt that way about Toad the Wet Sprocket. I could tell because you literally sang every song.
Yeah, my apologies to anyone who was anywhere in that section if I was a little too loud. And I was reminded of that when I posted one video for when they did All I Want.
Yeah.
I was singing along without realizing I was singing along. You can hear me singing along if you watch that video on our Facebook page. I'm like,
I love it when I'm at a concert and I do that and I'm doing the video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, which band member's singing off key? Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's
okay.
Keep my mouth shut, just get the scene. All right. So with the time that we have left, about 7 or so minutes, the This news just broke as we're recording this like 15, 20 minutes or so ago, and I'm not surprised by it in the least. CEO Andy Byron, you're familiar with the name now, Kiss Cam guy.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Looking to sue Coldplay after viral Kiss Cam moment, says source. I saw this coming a mile away. Now, will it ever see a courtroom? Doubt it. If it does, will he win?
Such an American vibe, though. I screwed up, and I'm going to blame you.
Yeah. Here's a deeper issue, though, two actually I want to get into with you. I don't know how much you followed it post memes that they're everywhere now, but you hear his name everywhere. He is married. I don't know if he has kids or not. If anyone does, please, if you're watching the video, comment. But she's married too.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not seeing anywhere near the blowback for her that I'm seeing for him. Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know. It's two married people. They both made promises. They both screwed up. He shouldn't be getting any more than her. They both made the mistake. It's 100% whoops, not a whoops. They did it on purpose, and yeah, it's an equal transgression.
Yeah, the whoops was getting caught.
Yeah,
that's the only whoops.
Which is unfortunate that
of all places at a huge concert that apparently they weren't told that there was a kiss cam at some point.
But they're in public, for God's sakes, in a very social media world. If it hadn't been a kiss cam, it just could have been some other somebody accidentally proposing near them, and there they are together.
Or someone that was in their section and posted a video on their Facebook page or on their YouTube channel, and they caught the same moment. Any number of things could have led to it. And I want to get back to that, but do you think it's because he's a male and she's a male that there's higher scrutiny on him, or it's because he was the president, I didn't say was, the president of that company and she was the HR executive. So he's a little higher up on the totem pole.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be setting the ground rules for the company, not first in line to break the rules.
Although I would say if irony matters, the fact that it was the HR executive, I would kind of lean towards getting more on her than getting on him.
What's his name again?
Byron, Andy Byron.
Yeah, I can hear her now. Hey, Byron, did you check off on your sexual harassment course yet?
No, I had her do that for me. Yeah. Nod, nod, wink,
Whoops.
wink.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the reasoning behind it is. I want to say it's because of the fact that he's the CEO, but I'm flip-flopping it in my mind. I think if it was flip-flopped, it would still be more on him. As a society, do we blame the guy more typically than we blame the female? Because stereotypically, it's the guy who woos the girl. He's the one who pursues. But so you mentally maybe go there and think, well, he obviously pursued her and she just gave into his whims and wants.
No. Both people made a mistake. Active choice. You made an active choice to decide to love your wife or your partner, and you said yes. No, it's equitable transgressions, 100%. Neither one is more or less. They both made a decision, and she's not any more off the hook than he is.
I wonder, I had something in mind for a poll question for next week. Maybe if it's still buzzing by Friday, when we post new poll questions every week, maybe that'll be the direction we go with it, is who do you hold more accountable, him, her, or both equally? I'd be very curious to see.
But there are social opinions there that I'm going to say this, I generally don't agree with, because somebody uses, and no. Why are you letting her off light? She screwed her husband over.
Yep.
Just as much as the gentleman, not in this case, screwed over his wife. And that's the facts, Jack. It's as simple as that.
The other question I have is, not in this case, because you're talking about a very public venue, and I believe there is some implied consent when you go to a concert that you do realize cameras are everywhere, phones are everywhere. You cannot expect that level of privacy. If you're having an affair, it may very well be caught.
Yeah.
Why don't you just live stream it from the privacy of your tryst quarters,
wherever
if
you
will.
want to do bad stuff.
Yeah. But with cameras everywhere now, I started thinking about it. What if it was at an intersection where there is a speed light camera and that were to catch something of this nature and it were to leak out? That gets a little bit more hairy to me, because then my thinking is maybe it only leaks because it is the CEO of a company, or maybe someone that's famous that someone recognizes and say, oh, I want to leak this out and get some hits for it, as opposed to someone that is unknown to the public doing the same thing, maybe even worse, but not under the same scrutiny because no one knows who the hell they are.
Maybe, but I mean, an immoral act is an immoral act. I just think it's as simple as that. I really do. It doesn't get held that way sometimes. Oh, well, she just kind of gave in. No. She got married to the guy and intended to be, and apparently not last night. But I mean, I'll say it again in the same words. I think they're equitable transgressions.